That's not concerning at all. That
What do you mean?
an
Okay.
hour ago. How many dice was that?
What do you mean?
I could add another one.
Does it show up? I didn't realize
Oh
how
my
many. I
goodness.
didn't realize that it shows up for you guys. What does it say?
It just says
Question mark,
Game
question mark,
Master
question
privately rolled some dice and then question marks.
No, it's nothing. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about.
Wait, if I self-roll, does...
In die rolls. Yeah, basically,
I can
yeah.
do a
Wait,
private GM roll. Oh, never mind.
I
rolls
don't know what
just
you're talking
even
about.
GM.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Joel,
Anyway,
private.
so last we left off, you guys, the sun was setting. You had just gotten.
Did you guys not see that?
If you do a private GM roll, only I can see it.
What if I do
only
this?
the GM.
Then
I don't
I
know what
guess-
that is. What do you do?
I can't. It was blind GM roll. I can't even see what that is.
Oh, okay. I can see what it is, and then I can also click to reveal to everyone. You just rolled an 8.
Yeah.
twice.
Oh, yeah.
You rolled a 1. You got a 1 on a 1d8 twice, by the way.
That's 2 ones in a row.
oh, that's
you
pretty
got-
funny.
Maybe you got rid of them all now.
That's cool.
But no more low rolls for the rest of the night. But right, so last week you guys left off. You guys were in the mountain. You guys were in the Deadwinter region. You had wandered through the forest mistakenly, not realizing how long you had spent within this region. You just recently received, during the fight with some undead, you recently received a message from Celsi about how she had retrieved the gauntlet and was asking where you were.
Yeah, and then I told her just Deadwinter.
So now, you guys are still in the Deadwinter region.
Alright, let's find this. Ruben wants to leave.
Yeah, Kreth wants to get out of here too.
Kreth, you receive another message.
Why is she contacting me?
She knows you.
Oh, we twin like that?
You were part of the same mercenary group for a while.
Yeah, because we twin like that.
She says, "I found transport. I will meet you in I found transport. I will meet you in Shadowfell Village."
I'm gonna relay this message.
We know where
to
Shadow-
the gang.
Shadowfell Village. Kazi is going to roll a history check to see if he remembers where he has heard of this, or if he has heard of it. Right?
Yep. Okay. Go ahead.
7.
It
No, that is
doesn't.
not. That's a nat 1.
That's a nat
Oh.
1.
It doesn't sound familiar. However, there is only one village that you're aware of on the general map of the Deadwinter region that you have.
So I guess we'll head there.
All right. If you guys are traveling, the sun is setting. Would you like to travel through the night, or would you like to rest?
I think we should rest.
Yeah.
All right. What kind of supplies do you have to deal with this damp cold?
Cold?
We don't have
I think it
any,
doesn't need
so
any supplies.
we need to go get
I have-
supplies.
A tinderbox, so we could at
Yeah.
least collect brushwood and have a fire. However, that might not be a good idea, considering there's a lot of undead in this region.
Yeah.
Kazi has an extra cloak. That's it. Also, Kazi has cold resistance, so he should be fine. Right?
Yeah, you would be fine, but it's Adrien, Kreth, and Ruben that kind of wouldn't be.
Ruben has his blanket and his robe and his traveler's cloak.
Wait, so
he actually has quite a bit.
Kreth has a bedroll, so does that mean Adrien is the only one who doesn't have camping supplies?
Quick check equipment.
Or at least...
During gear. Specifically, I want
Because
to
I
say, does it say more about traveler's clothes?
It's a set of clothes worn by travelers.
I really don't have a lot.
Alright, if you are going to spend the night in this slushy cold without any proper camping equipment, I'm gonna need Adrien
I have stuff.
and...
When wearing a
Why not?
you see what I'm putting up in the chat.
What did you put in? A blanket. Ah,
I have
okay.
a bedroll.
So, you have a bedroll. What does it do? You put it in the chat?
You automatically succeed on saving throws against extreme cold. Oh yeah, I can put that in the chat too.
Okay, so Kreth, you don't have to roll, but Ruben, make a Constitution check, saving throw with advantage, and Adrien, just make a Constitution saving throw, unless you have some sort of equipment that can help you in this scenario.
I don't. The most I have is, yeah, pretty much my robe and leather armor. Yeah, I have a tinderbox, and unless I light a fire,
I thought we decided we didn't want this to start a fire.
Adrien probably doesn't want to sleep in complete cold either. Are undead afraid of fire? Or will they congregate around a campfire? Will our characters know this?
You will know, you don't even have to roll for this, you will know that undead will not avoid, like, a fire. They have
Okay.
less survival instincts than other creatures.
Okay.
What's the difference between a saving throw and an ability check?
A saving throw, an ability check, they are different. So like a saving throw is often like a passive sort of thing. It's like a reaction to something, while an ability check is you actively doing something.
So how do I roll saving throw?
It is on the, if you go up to your normal, there should be a saving throw box next to your to the right of your skills. Do you see it?
Yeah, and I can roll with advantage like that?
Yes, you can roll with advantage because of your blanket.
Would this be a... Is this just a straight con save then?
Yes. All right. In the morning,
5.
you guys can all take a long rest. In the morning, Kreth, you are feeling fine. And Kazi, you are feeling fine. Your scales, your white scales keeping you safe from the cold. No, actually, wait, no,
Yeah.
you're not white dragonborn, are you?
I'm a silver dragonborn.
Okay, yeah, your silver scales keeping you safe from the cold. However, Ruben and Adrien, you get to 1 point of exhaustion as you wake up in the freezing cold. It's less of how this place isn't actually that chilly. It's just the constant 35-degree Fahrenheit weather is just not good when you're sleeping in the on the damp ground. But yeah,
So exhaustion makes your attacks go down?
it does.
by
It
2?
decreases. All of your rolls will decrease by will have a -1 on them.
Why did I go from 7 to 5 then? When I did 1 exhaustion?
7 to 5? Is it -2?
Yeah.
Wait, click. Let me double check exhaustion rules real quick. Player's Handbook. Glossary. Exhaustion. So oh, yeah, they changed it. Your roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level. So if you have exhaustion level 1, you have -2 to everything. Your speed is reduced by 5 feet per exhaustion level. And every time you finish a long rest, you can remove 1 exhaustion level. But you guys gained it after the long rest.
Is charisma affected?
All rolls are affected
Or is it
by
just
it.
Let's say all rolls.
straight all rolls? Okay.
Okay, where are you traveling? I'm assuming towards the village?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever is at the back of the group, make a perception check. Whoever is at the front of the group, make a survival check.
I can do survival.
Guys, you can do the survival.
Oh, you're doing survival?
You're doing survival?
I'll do
So
survival.
You
I'll
do
do perception
perception. I have bad perception. I guess I have bad survival as well. I'm not rolling today.
Youch, okay. Ozzy, you guys make not a whole ton of progress, but fortunately, Kreth, you notice a couple of groups of undead that are moving throughout the landscape, and you manage to avoid them. However, you make it with that survival check. You do a lot of zigzagging. So you are going to make it half as much in a single day. Also, did everybody mark off rations for the long rest?
I'll go
Thank
do
you for the
that.
reminder.
So you're making it around the small mountain range, and based off of your maps, if you keep looping around this mountain range and just go straight, you will find the village nestled between 2 forests. But it is nighttime again. Thankfully, you didn't run into anything dangerous over the course of the day. At least nothing you couldn't avoid.
Okay.
Are you guys taking a rest or marching through the night?
Why would you be more to tonight?
Let's try to take a rest. Wait, you think we should march through the night?
No, I just want to know what happens if we do.
You will have to make Constitution saving throws in order to not gain exhaustion, but you will
Hey,
make
Andrew.
You will make more tracks. Yes,
Andrew, why are we going this way? I thought we were headed toward the other way around the mountain last time.
I thought you said you were heading towards the village.
Oh, the village is in Deadwinter. Okay. Sorry, I missed that somehow.
Yep.
All right, continue. My bad.
Okay, and Adrien and Ruben. Ruben, you can make the roll with advantage, but I'm gonna need both of you to roll Constitution saving throws.
Can I not, like, light a fire or anything?
If you want to. If you light a fire, I will give you advantage on the roll.
None of you... Are any of you heavily objecting to this?
I'm not sure it's a good idea.
We decimated the last group we came across, so...
Kreth's gonna object to this too because he doesn't want to run into anyone.
No, we're already weak.
Yeah. Do we weaken ourselves further if we run into something during the day? Or... Because at this point,
What do we need the fire
every
for?
night, Adrien is likely going to get a little bit weaker. Adrien has to roll a straight con save for the cold. Whereas Ruben can roll with advantage, and Kreth and Kazi just straight up don't have to roll.
How long does exhaustion last for? Until a long rest?
So when I recover...
This exhaustion will last until you sleep in a more comfortable, warmer place.
Kreth's gonna insist that he can navigate us around. I could navigate us around anything out there. We just need to get out of here as quick as possible.
So I guess we're just gonna keep going toward the village.
Are we camping or are we traveling?
Wait, no, yeah, he was starting the fire. If worst comes to worst, we just run from whatever comes at us.
Are we?
If we're
Okay,
tra-
are we agreeing to start the fire then?
I think so.
And if we're
Kreth
traveling
would
through the
wanna get-
night... If we're traveling through the night, then maybe we don't need a fire, because we're all going to roll for exhaustion anyway.
I'd rather keep some of us fresh.
Okay. In that case, we should
You know,
camp
Kreth
and
would
light a fire.
probably be post walking through the night too, but if he gets outvoted, then so be it.
What is your decision?
I
I
just
think
go-
we're gonna camp. But I don't know if we're actually starting a fire.
Both Ruben and Adrien have tinder boxes. Adrian's going to start a fire because he does not want to do what we did.
Hold on. Who else voted for and against starting a fire?
Kazi votes. Kazi doesn't care one way or the other.
I
Okay.
think we have two
He just
votes
wants to
for and
2-4. Okay, then Kreth gets outvoted.
All right, Adrien, you light a fire. There is luckily some wood. It's damp, but you're through the use of maybe an hour with the tinderbox. Finally, you manage to get a flame and get some warmth.
Actually, couldn't one of us
Kreth
just
is
cast a
rumbling the whole
fire spell?
time
That's a good point.
about how we're gonna attract everything.
Kazi just. Are we working on lighting the fire? Is that the problem?
It would be easier to use magic.
Yeah, Kazi will just light it for you guys.
Okay.
Actually, no, wait. Technically, I can light it because Sorcerer's Burst. Yeah. Sorcerer's Burst can do fire. So yeah, Adrien can just light it himself.
All right. The wood burns, and you can make a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Oh come on! I still will like.
Andrew, I guess I can only do advantage, right?
Yes, you can roll with advantage too, Ruben. All right, Ruben, you do not gain any more exhaustion. You remain at 1. But you guys sleep through the night, and still no disturbances. You guys can all take a long rest. Though Ruben and Adrien, you are now at 2 levels of exhaustion, despite taking a long rest. Your feet feel like lead. You feel exhausted from the little amount of sleep that you've gotten, Adrien. You're just not used to the weather. The region that the Clear Lake exists in is such a much warmer region. You're used to much warmer weather. You're packed from warmer weather. This is not your favorite place, I can imagine. But are you traveling the remainder of the way?
Guys, don't forget you have to count off a ration.
Oh yeah, don't forget rations.
Yep, Kazi did.
Yeah, I marked it off.
And it will take you the remainder of the day to travel to Shadowfell Village. I'm going to need somebody to roll a perception check and somebody to roll a survival check.
With what?
Yep.
What's your perception?
So perception
perception
for
is
keeping
plus-
out for threats, and survival for navigating.
I only have a +1 because it's not one of my proficiencies.
I have a +7 perception and a +5 to survival.
I have a +1 to survival and a +1 to perception. I also have a -2.
Is survival what guides us to the place, and perception what gets us to avoid monsters?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'll roll for perception then.
All right.
I'll roll for
I rolled worse.
Kazi, what's your
I
I'm
rolled
gonna
a
need
3
somebody
and then
to
a
roll
1.
for survival now.
survival?
+1. 1. Just
That's
one.
better.
There, because I have exhaustion.
You have a what?
I have exhaustion.
Oh, I'll roll.
All right. Thankfully,
15.
Kreth, even you are not feeling the best as you guys make your way, trudging through the slushy snow for days on end, your feet freezing despite the quality of your boots. Finally, at long last, you see a ramshackle group of houses. However, as you get closer, you realize it's less of a group of houses than one giant collection of buildings. It looks like, what's the best way to describe this? It looks like a wooden house that has been constantly added to the point where it's the size of a village. There is tight and twisting corridors. There doesn't even appear to be a wall of any kind. Mostly just houses that are the walls are so closely together that there's only a couple of tiny gaps and entryways into this village. In the center of it, now that you're on a hill overlooking the village, you can see a large courtyard in the center, which appears to be the only place that there is a large opening to see the sky in this village. And it is filled with a massive, pale tree.
They're so real for that, hiding away.
The tree, every once in a while, despite there being very little wind in this region, sometimes drifts from side to side. Even from this distance, you can hear it creaking. You do not see anybody entering or leaving the village. It is silent.
Concerning at all?
That's not concerning at all.
Are you approaching?
Yeah. Let me check my spell list a second. I don't think I have anything that can help, but I might.
Like, do any of us have detect good and evil?
No.
No.
Hold on a second, though. Is that a ritual spell?
I do not believe so.
I know. Detect poison and disease is... But...
Fighting? We can do
Not...
anything else? I don't know.
Hey,
Gotta
I
get some-
do have a bunch of utility spells. Just detect good and evil's not one of them.
What does divine sense do?
Divine Sense is basically detect good and evil, I believe. If I remember that correctly.
I put it in the chat.
Divine Sense, as a bonus action, you can open your awareness to detect Celestials, Fiend, and Undead. For the next 10 minutes, or until you have the incapacitated condition, you know the location of any creature of those types within 60 feet of yourself. And you know its creature type.
Kazi is going to cast Disguise Self on himself.
What's that gonna help?
What are you making yourself look like?
A very sketchy black dragonborn.
Alright.
And that's for my Fey ancestry. Or was it? No. Feet. Fey touch feet that I got.
So are you activating Divine Sense as you approach the village, Ruben?
Yeah.
Okay. You approach the village, getting closer, there is a gap between two of the mini buildings inside of this village that it's maybe 2 or 3 feet wide, but it appears to be the most obvious entrance to this place. It looks more like an alleyway than a street, but you enter into the buildings. Immediately you are in the shadow of this large overgrown structure. Some places, the wooden ramshackle buildings are built 3 or 4 stories high, and they tower, blocking out even the cloudy sky. Ruben, as you approach, you sense there's a couple of blips that you sense undead, and there's quite a few of them.
Where are these undead?
As you watch, as you are walking down this alleyway, you do sense one coming up and right around the corner.
Ruben said,
Are we able to hide from it?
You can make a stealth check if you wish.
Kazi is gonna roll for stealth. I'm suggesting you guys do as well.
Yeah.
pretty sure I have disadvantage on stealth.
14.
-1.
Did somebody roll a -1?
It should
Before
be.
anybody else
Oh, no,
has
it's
the
because-
chance. Before anybody else
Oh,
has. Before anybody
it's
else
because
even
I
has the
have
chance
exhaustion.
to slow their steps or
I
soften their
got a
steps.
-1 too.
Though steps aren't even this loud. Adrien and Ruben, you are both so focused on the upcoming undead, now that Ruben has made you guys aware of it, that you don't see a box that's full of just rubbish, and you both trip over it, clattering to the ground, slamming into the slushy, muddy ground, and like the metal tin top of a trash can clatters and then just rolls around a couple times and then clatters, finally like slamming into the muddy ground. It was loud enough that anybody nearby would be able to hear it. Stumbling into view is a single undead. A zombie, but not the ones that you've seen before. This one has much paler skin. Its eyes are not hungry, but instead it glances up, almost like irritated, and then it continues to stumble into the next alleyway over.
Huh. Interesting.
What are you guys doing now?
They don't seem to be hostile, right?
Kazi's gonna follow it.
I'm gonna pick up the trash can.
You peer around the corner, and this undead doesn't appear to be going anywhere, at least anywhere in a hurry. It stumbles, zigzagging, bumping into a couple of things, at one point tripping over a container like Ruben and Adrien did, and then it just stands up and it acts like an undead before it sees a living creature, but this undead has seen you and doesn't appear to be interested at all.
Kazi walks up to it. Says, hey, Mr. Undead.
Its
Can you
eyes sort
talk?
of follow you.
Can you talk, man? Kazi says in the sketchiest of voices possible. I can get some, I don't know, interesting things.
Out of
No.
its mouth is a raspy voice. This one does not speak.
So are you a necromancer speaking through him? Kazi says, looking really curious.
I am no necromancer. Those
Are
who
you-
use such magics are copying my nature.
Are you the deity of this area?
There are those that would call me that. And the undead, despite it speaking, doesn't appear to be like talking to you. It's still stumbling away at some points, still ignoring you.
Oh, Kazi says. Thank you for the explanation.
I have studied for millennia to learn the mortal
And you're succeeding quite admirably, Kazi says.
marked one. I have been asking for assistance a group such as yours for centuries now. Your
Of my mark,
kind
Kazi says.
would call them the greater god known as Merath is late in sending support. Very late.
Well, Kazi says, I think Marath's dead. Wait, Marath was the one who died, right?
Yeah.
Marath died, Kazi says.
Possible.
Unfortunately. Tereth, however, survived his injuries from the battle.
Why are you here then?
An acquaintance of ours has an artifact related to this, so we decided to come by and see if she had it. Related to Merath, I think. Something to strengthen the mark.
You speak of the gauntlet.
I do.
It is at the center of this village by a tavern known as the Rusted Skeleton.
Thank you. You were saying you had a task for people of our capabilities. What are the duties of the mark? No one has explained that to us.
To defeat agents of Tereth, the one who seeks our destruction.
So our duties are to fight the agents of Terra. What do these marks give us that normal people do not have? What sets us apart?
You should be aware that you consume the power of those you kill, of those you defeat.
I am aware of that. However, I do not understand how it works. I'm a wizard, you see.
That is the
I-
first part. Seek out Catherine the Pious. She will know more. At that, the skeleton, the zombie, starts to ramble off, and you realize as you look around, Kazi, you've been following this zombie. There's a couple of zombies along a slightly wider road, at least wider than the alleyway that you entered through the village, and there's also a couple of people. You can see some much smaller cloaked figures that are walking through the slush. Even as you watch, there is a skeletal horse that is pulling a carriage, and there are a couple of humans on board that are transporting something. You appear to have entered into a part of the village where people actually live.
Okay.
Was the rest of the group following Kazi during this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can also see the courtyard that you saw from outside the village, where the large pale tree sticks up above all of the buildings. It is huge, but it's not incredibly tall, but it is very thick. It's maybe about as thick around as several houses put together. And it is a bunch of gnarled roots, a mangrove tree, but also has the drooping leaves and branches like a weeping willow.
Okay. So we're looking for the, rusty bucket?
The rusty skeleton. It does not take long to find, if you're going to search for it.
Yeah, we're gonna search for
Yeah.
it.
We're gonna search for it.
It does not take long to find. There's a number of businesses, some looking completely closed and haven't been touched in years, some that are apparently occupied because there is torchlight in the windows. But one of the more busier ones is the Rusted Skeleton. You start to realize why it's named that way when you arrive at the doorstep, and hanging from a rope is a skeleton that is like a reddish rusted color. Perhaps somebody had blacksmithed out of iron a skeleton looking figure real sized, and then let it rust over a long period of time till it turned red. The doorway is barely intact, and it is more of a barely held together sheet of planks than an actual door.
Okay. All right.
Are you
So
entering?
I guess we step in. Yeah, let's enter.
You enter, and there's a couple of patrons. Nothing major. It's not like the bustling taverns that you might have found in any of the other previous towns and villages you've been to. There's maybe 3 people in the entire room, which is why it's very quick and easy to spot Celsi, who looks up, and she raises her hand to signal you guys.
So we go over to Celsi Weaver. Kazi stays at the back, pretending to be just some random guy.
Okay. Who is approaching Celsi?
I would assume Kreth, right?
And
Yeah, I
Ruben.
guess.
I would approach as well, but Kreth presumably might be leading the group.
Your luck that there's a teleportation sigil within this village, and also that there was a wizard willing to bring me here.
Lucky indeed.
Kreth just folds his arms and goes, "Fine, I'll consider us lucky. What do you need?"
I'm gonna need gold now that I spent most of my savings hiring a wizard to cast a spell to teleport me across regions. But we can put that to the side for now. I found it, but we probably shouldn't show it here. I don't know what percentage of this village is purely just thieves and rogues.
Kazi seems to be eyeing them from across the building.
I have a room upstairs. We should all meet up there. If you have any magics that can prevent us from being heard or detect any potential intruders, then I can show you the gauntlet.
I have alarm, I think, but might not be able to access that until after a short rest. I'm gonna check my spells real quick.
You do look exhausted. Maybe we should rest first.
Yeah.
But by the gods, why in the world are you in the Deadwinter region?
We were attempting to find our way to another region and found ourselves here.
Apparently, when we received the mark, we lost all memory of which region we came from. I have no idea how that works.
Which direction we came from. We still know our homes, but
We were searching for Inverfell.
but okay.
Wait, are we in her room now, or are we still in the common room?
You're still out in the common room.
Oh, I thought we were in the room. Fine.
Okay, let's go upstairs. And she gets up, but she makes sure she grabs her drink first before getting to the stairs. The stairway leads to another common room. This one is filled with old-fashioned gaming tables, so like the gambling tables where you'd play cards or dragon chess or a number of other games of chance.
Yeah, Ruben has dragon chess.
Games of chance and skill. There's even like an old set, though it clearly hasn't been touched in a while. Like eloquently carved wooden pieces are just covered in dust and a couple of cobwebs. Then you go out onto a balcony, and there's a staircase on the outside of the building, which you take up to the 3rd floor. And there are a twisting hallway of rooms and side rooms. Some that don't even have doors. But finally she produces a key and unlocks one of the rooms at the very end of the tunnel after a couple of turns. Not tunnel, but the hallway. You enter into a room that's a little larger than what you would expect for a rented inn room, but not exactly pleasant. It's completely void of any furniture except for a single cot in the corner, despite the size of the room. All right. Set up whatever you have, because what I'm about to show you is incredibly valuable. And I think it's going to do something when I take it out. Be ready for that.
Can I alarm? Basically,
steps?
it's just.
Kazi walks up and asks, "Before we continue,
Can we wait an
I
hour?
have a question.
You can start resting, Adrien, but she's going to say, "What question?"
Do you have any dealings with the god of this region? Did you inform the god of this region of your plans?
No? Has the pale tree taken notice of you? I have not received anything like that.
When I asked the undead if it could talk, the pale tree, I believe as you call them, spoke to me and asked why Merath hadn't sent support, and then proceeded to inform me where you were staying.
Strange.
So I wondered if you knew, if you had spoken to the pale tree of this at all.
No, I have not, though I'm not sure exactly what the sides were during the war between greater gods. I'm aware that there are any number of lesser gods that were on the side of Merath. If the pale tree is one of them, we might
You
be
do know
able
that-
to gain an ally, though I am, of course, completely sane and avoided any undead in this village, so I did not have the same event as what happened to you.
Kadi says, do not reply to his party. Do not reply to my question. I have a question for you. Can we speak to Merath? I want to roll an insight check on her reaction.
Okay.
16.
You're asking her if we can speak to Merath?
Yes.
I have no way of contacting Merath, no. And as far as I know, he's long dead.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure our information was the same. Kazi said, my apologies.
I have others that I can contact for information. My own god might be useful, but I don't know. It's not exactly a talkative individual.
No need to worry. I was more curious, that's all. Kazi said.
So, would you guys like to take a long rest? Or a short rest?
Yeah, sure. I would need to take a short rest to switch out for alarm.
Maybe you should take maybe you should get some sleep. Several of you look like you didn't get any rest over the past few days.
I
We
didn't
weren't
have
anticipating to
any
end up in this region.
camping
We didn't have any
gear.
camping supplies. Kazi said with a shrug.
You went traveling without any camping supplies.
Previously, we were in the Cold
We were in
Valley
warmer climates, so
region,
we wouldn't worry
and
about
before
it.
that, I lived in a warmer climate.
I see. I would recommend getting some rest. But, yeah. Oh, wait, I do have something that can help, but I can only do it once. Who would you prefer me to cast a spell on?
I'm good, Kazi said with a shrug.
This will be
What
for
do you mean by
either
cast a
Ruben
spell?
or Adrien.
Or what sort of spell?
Greater Restoration.
I'm at 2 points of exhaustion. Ruben's only at 1, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense if she casts it on me, and if we both take a rest, then we'd be good.
Okay. She's going to cast Greater Restoration on you. She lays a hand on your shoulder, and you feel divine magic flowing through you from the lesser god Vesper. And you can remove one of your levels of exhaustion.
Alright, and then we took a short rest.
Yep, everybody can take a short rest if you wish.
I'm going to swap out
Oh, we weren't going to take a long rest?
Unseen Servant for Alarm. And then I'm going to do a ritual cast of Alarm.
You can take
on the room.
So this room is technically a safe place, so you can take a long rest. And also, I forgot to mention there is a fire pit in the corner, so it will be a warm place to stay. But you will have to either pay for food or consume rations as usual for long resting.
I assume we pay for food because because you can get food for cheaper.
We just want to take a long rest, right?
Yeah, I would.
Because if we have to do any sort of challenge thingy in the gauntlet, we want to be ready.
And if we have more time to prepare, there are some things I'd like to do, but that would possibly take upwards of a month and a half to 2 months.
Which we are not going to say here that.
No, probably not. But can we? Yeah, we're going to take a long rest before we take it out. Adrien does not feel comfortable doing that.
You can purchase a meal from the downstairs. There is a strange cook who doesn't speak, but instead just cooks you up a meal when you pay for one, or hands you a drink if you pay for one.
How much is a meal?
One silver for the cheap.
Yep, 1 silver for a cheap meal. I believe I might have it. Buying and selling. Where is that? Do I have it listed here somewhere? Yeah, so a terrible meal is 2 silver pieces, or a more of a better meal with meat and fruit is 5 silver pieces.
Kazi pays 5 silver.
Yeah, I'm paying 5
I'll
silver.
also pay 5 silver. Can I buy rations somewhere?
Yeah, there's
Adrien
a
doesn't care. He just
general
wants it
store
hot.
selling equipment, including rations.
I'm going to the general store.
Kazi will go with him.
How much rations are we trying to go to?
If I double check here, how much are rations again?
5 silver for a ration that lasts 2 days.
Yep. Okay, so 5 silver for 2 days worth of rations, as Noah said.
That's how that works?
Yep.
5. Okay, I'm gonna buy 25 silver worth of rations then.
All right. So you guys doing a long rest? You can go
Sure.
ahead and mark
Sure.
off coins for eating a full meal, and then you can perform another long rest. Yep. You haven't gotten. Luckily, you've managed to avoid combat in this region. The hordes of undead, you've managed to spot or avoid before coming in contact with them. As you all group up after doing some purchases and then sleep, getting a good night's rest, finally, not necessarily comfortable, but finally warm, you all gather in this large empty room, and she reaches into her bag. So, no doubt you've arrived at a point, I'm guessing, where you can no longer gain power from those you defeat. Am I right?
That is correct.
That is because...
It's as if there is power there, but it's restrained somehow.
That is because we need something to unlock our greater strength that we can get from our marks. And that is what
Do you have
this
a mark
is
as
for.
well? Hang on, do you have a mark as well?
She did reveal it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she told us that, remember?
I believe.
Oh wait, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, she did.
Yep, it has been a while. Us
How common
marks,
is it for people to be marked?
Hmm?
How common is it? How common is it to be marked?
as far as I can tell, the research that I've done into it, even when avoiding the church, and then she gives you a nervous glance, Ruben, avoiding my church, best as I can estimate, there might be 1 per town every century or so. So across the known world, we might have a couple dozen of marked at any one time. Though,
Wait.
have been taken over by the shadow.
You said 1 per town every century or so?
Correct.
Then how were there 6 of us in a single town at a single moment? Is that
on average? What
on
happens
average?
is you are often in the same area or general region. A group of people are marked all at the same time. A
Marking
region
isn't
might
unheard
go
of.
a very long time without getting any new marked, and then suddenly 6 or 7 of them, usually in groups of 3 to 7 or so, as far as I can estimate.
So, do you know who you were marked with?
Or were you marked
Or were you marked by yourself?
I was marked in the. I don't believe I was marked by myself. There were people with me in Limbo, though I haven't seen them since. This would be
Did they follow?
10, 15 years ago in the Cold Valley region. It's going on, I want to say about 13 years. Though the Church of Vesper only found out a couple of years ago.
So, how exactly did they find out?
Sheer carelessness on my part. I was wounded in battle against a number of undead that had crossed the border from the Deadwinter region and into the Cold Valley region, and a handful of clerics went down to deal with it. And when I was wounded, they had to remove the back part of my tunic, of which they then saw the mark, and reported it to the authorities.
Any problem with that? Didn't we technically tell the authorities in what was that one town listed?
Westwood.
Westwood? Because we showed them the mark, and I think at least one of us showed them the mark, and the city guard guy just didn't care. He's like, "So you have it."
That would
That
be
too,
actually the high speaker of the Golden Will said what didn't seem to believe you guys, actually.
Oh yeah.
All churches don't exactly share the same traditions. Vesper is the quickest to leap at dealing with problems that include corruption, and the marked being people that suddenly go insane, black-eyed, and start killing people would most likely constitute corruption. Oh, also, I have figured out something. There
What'd you figure out?
might be a way to prevent the corrupted marks from catching us unawares. I'm not sure why, but with spells such as my turn undead, as well as detect good and evil, those who have been corrupted, the dark-eyed marked, they count as undead. I'm not sure why. Their flesh doesn't rot, they don't turn to bones, but they still count.
They die in limbo.
That might be
They're
the reason.
possessed by the spirits. They die in limbo.
That might actually be a discussion that we can have with a very important individual who I really severely hope is still alive. Legend has it that is inside of this gauntlet somehow. And she finally pulls it out. It is a normal-looking metal gauntlet, like one that would be on a set of plate armor. This is the Gauntlet of Merath.
I have a question. Kazi says. Another one. Wait, hang on, I just forgot my question.
I will answer it as well as I can, but besides my research that I've done over the past decade or so, I'm in the dark as much as you all are.
Oh, it's not really a question, it's more of an observation, because we seem to be working together. We were in the Cold Valley region. We had a vision of the dragon in that area. It is a black dragon, as you may know. However, we also saw, was it a silver dragonborn that had the black eyes, Andrew?
Yes.
I think.
It was a half-dragon.
Half-dragon? Not a dragonborn?
Yeah, it looks like a dragonborn, but more monstrous, like a werewolf to a wolf.
There was a half-dragon with black eyes, and a true black dragon, likely an adult of some kind, with mithril armor. Mithril plate armor. So,
That sounds very dangerous.
well, yes, we seem to be...
It's also perhaps worth noting that the Clear Lake, a representation of the Clear Lake, was also present.
Yes.
It was working with the dragon?
No, as in it was present in the dream likely because of me. That's how Kaszi'iser and Kreth ended up in the dream, I think. It pulled them in.
I have also had dreams, though never a shared dream with anybody else besides the first one when I was first marked. Though I have received visions of dangers that are nearby and dangerous monsters that need to be killed. Nothing as strange as that, and none of the... I've never had one of any of the corrupted marked. Huh. Shall we begin? Is everyone ready?
Yes.
I mean,
Let's
actually, no, wait. I'm gonna cast Aid on
begin. Oh yeah, and Kaz is gonna cast
Kazi and Ruben, and then use Magical Cunning to replace that spell slot.
Okay. Everybody gains... Oh, who are you hitting? Kreth, Ruben, and
Yeah.
Kazi?
Yes.
Alright. Kreth,
Unless,
Ruben, Kazi.
no.
Oh.
Actually, in this case, should I reinforce myself? Because I am technically far squishier than Ruben. Because Ruben is ridiculously tanky. What do you guys think?
Up to you.
Personally, I want the more hit points.
However, he's our
because
front line, so just remember that.
Yeah, he is the frontliner. It's a trade-off, yeah. So I'll just, I'll give it to him.
Oh, Andrew,
Yes.
real quick. We have never mentioned if that charge of the dragon has recharged.
Oh yeah, because we've taken multiple long rests
That
at
would
this point.
be 1, 2, 3. So you can roll 3 times. Looks like it hasn't recharged, I believe. It's on a 4, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we decided.
Yep, higher's better. Okay. Yeah, so unfortunately it has not recharged just yet. Alright, I just need everybody...
Should we wait?
As far as I know, we...
Should we wait before that?
No, we're fine.
Are you sure? We don't know what this will do.
I
As
know
soon as
that
they're ready to go through, though,
I know that this will pull us into
I-
limbo.
No, I get 8 points, right?
Yeah, you did. I think we should maybe try waiting another day to try and see if we can get the wands to recharge. I mean, it's effectively a wand. It's a sword, but because that could make a huge difference in the fight if we're going to get into a fight.
That will be fine.
I think we'll be fine.
Alright. Place your hand on the gauntlet when ready. And she doesn't put it on, she just holds it out for everybody to see.
You don't be joining us, Kazi asked, raising his eyebrow.
I'll be coming with, that's why I'm touching the gauntlet.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant that she took her hand off the gauntlet. Never mind.
Oh, nope. She's wearing it, she's holding on to the end of it.
Okay. And then before they go, like right before they transport, Kazi casts Blade Ward on himself. Just
Alright.
in case.
Is everybody touching the gauntlet?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone is touching the gauntlet.
Now that you guys are all touching the gauntlet, she begins to recite something in Celestial. Do any of you guys speak Celestial?
I
That
think
does.
Kazi, no, Kreth does.
Kreth, you know this language, so you know she is saying, Merath,
What's
let us conduct the trials, so that we may grow in strength and do your will. And just like that, as fast as you were pulled into the dream back in Westwood, you blink, and you are no longer in the Deadwinter region. You recognize this feeling. You recognize this feeling, though you are not in the temple that you were at one time. Yes.
I think we put the 8 points in temporary hit points instead of increasing his hit point maximum.
Huh? What's going on?
Kazi put the 8 points in temporary hit points instead of increasing his hit point maximum.
Oh, Kazi, it has to make it. You can change it into maximum hit points. Yeah, you made
Wait,
it
is it
temporary.
maximum hit?
Yep, it gives you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's to your max hit points.
That's the advantage of aid. It gives you maximum.
Okay, I misunderstood then.
Yep. You find yourself suddenly amidst the void, the starry void that you've seen before. And you are standing as a group in the same sort of relative positions that you were before. The gauntlet now gone. And you are standing on top of a very large floating rock in this void. There are several other rocks nearby, most of them empty, but there is a large stone throne. Upon it sleeps a huge snake, not nearly as large as the lesser god Vesper, but still a large snake, large enough to like swallow a person. It has two magnificent rainbow shimmering wings, but it is currently asleep and curled up on the throne. Above it is this strange symbol that immediately, for some reason, though you've never met any influence of Merath, immediately it reminds you of Merath. For one reason or another, it just comes to mind. From the symbol just floating in the air, it begins to speak. Greetings, mortals. I am Merath, and you are my chosen. My sibling believes this age should end, and the slate should be wiped clean. I disagree, and as such, I, Merath, have been given you power, a mark, so that you can fight back against the darkness. Today, you will be conducted the first of several trials. This trial... Hang on one second. This trial will investigate and teach you the first of my qualities. The trial of tactics. And then it stops. It glows every time it speaks, and then it has stopped. It has finally stopped speaking. The snake on the throne, however, continues to snore.
Kazi casts message on the snake.
It,
Hello?
No response. It's like mumbles something and then puts its head back down.
Kazi casts message again. I think you're supposed to do something.
Try. Is this tactics? What is this?
Kazi doesn't know what he's doing. He's just...
Can I roll for perception to look around?
Yeah, you can. Make a perception check.
I've rolled this. That's my second one of the day.
Youch.
Kazi's rolling an arcana.
I got a 12 on perception.
Actually,
The two of you
I'm
look
using
around.
my
There
lucky
isn't much
bluff
to
points.
see. Most of the space is empty. There's a couple of surrounding rocks. You recognize it as you are in limbo. So you are effectively dreaming. Your body's still in the world, though time moving so slowly that it's going to be a blink in the eye it's only going to be maybe a second when you get back. However, if you die here, you do die for real. So there is that disadvantage with the world of limbo. Kazi, what are you arcana checking?
Any sort of magical spell that would be targeting us. Specifically.
Targeting you guys?
Yeah. Spell or enchantment targeting us or in general.
No, there actually doesn't appear to be any spells or enchantments at the moment.
Huh.
No strange
How
outside interference.
How magically adept is the snake? Tell?
This will be actually a religion check to figure out what this snake is.
23.
A 23, okay. Yeah, this is a Cowltoll. I mispronounced it last time. This is a
Cowltoll.
This is a celestial creature, often upholding some divine will of some kind in the higher planes. So you would immediately know it does know a number of cleric spells.
Are we supposed to defeat it?
Catherine,
Kazi.
wake
hold
up. The strange symbol begins speaking to the snake. Catherine, the marked are here. My chosen heroes are here. Catherine.
Kreth's gonna look at the symbol and point in the snake. And is your snake dead?
No, chosen marked. She is not. She is merely sleeping. Catherine the Pious, wake up. Mortals,
Wait, didn't that-
it appears that
that
you're
three?
the great guardian, the presenter of the trials of Merath, is in a deep sleep.
Kazi is gonna cast message and yell, Catherine! Into Catherine's head.
The large snake's throat that suddenly jerks awake. What? I'm up? No. What? What are you all doing here?
Trials, Kazi said with a shrug.
These are mortals that I, Merath, have chosen as my marked, so that we can fight back the darkness. What? Huh? Is this some
That's
sort
good.
of
So confusing.
prank or joke? Am I being... Nobody else should be able to reach this place. You're really marked.
Yeah, Kazi said. He shows her his left wrist, where the mark is. It says right there, wizard.
I can tell, I guess, but nobody's been here for at least a millennia. Are you sure this isn't some kind of joke?
Kazi
We
just
found
looks
the
at her
gauntlet.
deadpan.
Or, more accurately, she did, but
Alright. I can't believe this is happening, actually. I thought I was gonna finally get a good multi-millennia long nap in, and the one time that I think, the one position that I get, that I can actually do it, people actually come to be trialed. Are you here to be trialed?
Yes?
yeah.
Yes, they are. I, Merath, have chosen them for this duty, and they are here to be trialed, to become stronger, to fight back the darkness. Shut up. Shut up. Sorry. My apologies. You're guests, and you shouldn't hear me arguing with this thing over here. But in case you're wondering, this is not Merath. This is... It's hard to explain. When gods have dreams, they become reality. This is one of them. I am Merath. He's not Merath.
A splinter of his will, in essence?
Yes, that is the best way to put it. So, on to business, so that I can go back to my nap. You are here to be trialed, and you are doing the first trial, obviously. You wouldn't be doing any other trial, because you would have been here before if you were doing the second trial. This is the trial of tactics. I am Catherine the Pious. A pleasure to meet you all. You may introduce yourselves in front of a sliver of will of Merath and myself, the trial master.
Kaszi'iser Argentus. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Kazi says, giving a slight bow.
Kreth just grunts and folds his arms.
I've been Ruben.
Adrien, Norrith, the Clear Lake.
I am Celsi Weaver. A pleasure to meet you. I see that some of you have respect. Some of you still need to learn how to be respectful. But I will accept it, since
Kreth raises an eyebrow.
you are the first guests within many years. You are here to present the trial, to unlock the first stage of your power. Here, upon
Wait,
successfully
who's she
completing the
talking-
trial, you will receive a number of rewards, including a boon from the greater god Merath. Are you ready to begin the trial?
Yes.
You had a question, Kazi?
No, my question was for you. Who is
Okay.
she referring to that didn't have respect?
Mostly just Kreth. Are you ready to
That's
begin
all.
the trial?
Let us begin.
Excellent. Eagerness is the first part of the first trial, so you have accomplished that. That was a joke. That was a trial joke, as they are. They can be trying. There's just like silence. That was not a funny joke. I am Merath. Okay. So, this is the trial of tactics. There is you will be soon taken to a grand tunnel It will test your resolve, your strength of will, your character. It is long. It is an arduous journey. There are all kinds of traps,
Is it though?
dangerous enemies, dangerous foes, and you must defeat them all, or, at the very least, get around them and get to the end of this tunnel. The tunnel is miles long. This trial will take many days and many nights. Did anybody else hear that? And the large snake creature looks around.
Hey, what?
We have to roll for
Did Kreth
perception.
figure anything?
Darkness approaches. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Darkness
Kazi rolls
approaches.
for Arcana.
Very quickly. It is approaching right now.
Kazi looks at her. Send us to where we gotta go now.
I can't until I finish explaining the rules of... And as she's saying that, anybody who's looking around, your eyes fall upon a shadowy hand that grips the stone, the edge of the stone rock that you guys are all floating on, and it pulls itself up, and the first part of a shadow appears, and then a multitude of hands, as more shadows from your original dream begin appearing all around you. Oh no, this isn't good. How did they get in here? Alright, okay, new trial. You guys fight these things off. And with that, you, like a horde of these shadows begin to appear, and they all begin approaching, running at you. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Nice.
Yep. So, yeah. I feel like the sessions feel very short because they're only an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I always expect to be able to get more done. But yeah, we will leave you off with inside of the Gauntlet, dealing with the trial of Survive. It is the greatest of all
Nice.
Trial of
Is it actually
Survive.
called the Trial of Survive?
Huh?
Is it actually called the Trial of Survive?
The Trial Master has dictated that is the Trial of Survive.
You know what? Is this actually for real, or is this just part of the trial?
That is a good question. Perhaps everything is a trial.